It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns on Monday night.
We are within shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by my partner Charles Davis. Charles, these Browns, no other way to say it, they took a step back last year. What do you think that they need to do to get back to the playoffs while competing in a tough AFC North?
They need to get back to the identity that their head coach established a couple seasons ago, a hard running game, consistent play from their quarterback, and then they have new management on the defensive side of the ball. They'll try and get after you in the pass rush.
Well, meanwhile, he won't be wearing number 12. He's back to his college number in deference to Joe Namath. But Aaron Rodgers, after an offseason with some anxious moments for Jets fans, he is in the fold and starting here at quarterback.
And it just changes the whole perception of this team. Already good on defense. Everyone kept saying they were a quarterback away. Well, I'd say Aaron Rodgers is that quarterback. And now everyone will play even better on the offensive side of the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
After years of flirting with the idea, the four-time MVP finally found his way out of Green Bay this offseason, guiding himself to the Jets. We know he's already a Hall of Fame lock, but this is a chance to add one more crowning achievement to his resume.
Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On second down, it's Cook again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught, and he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So, Charles, this defense, in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Getting the ball is Cook right left, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his pass incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it'll be second down. Now it's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Cook running right. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Second down and 6 now. To throw is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They'll run with Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Just 6 games played for Watson in his debut season with the Browns, which really limited how much he could step into the franchise quarterback role for the team, but he gets a full slate to do so this season. Remember, his last year in Houston, over 4,800 yards. They expect excellence from him.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. A guy coming off his best season as a pro, here's Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On first down, it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This now a 3rd and 4. Again, it's Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. Watson now going to run the option right. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now a first down throw. Watson nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately,
had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They set up the screen to Chubb, and he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they dialed up the screen there, hoping that convoy of blockers could get out in front and get them enough yardage for the 1st down, but they were able to get there before he got to the sticks.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll run with Hall. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On play action, now Rodgers. He finds Wilson, and he'll be out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin there to make the grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Watson, and he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Ahmad Gardner finishing off the corner blitz.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
No! Man, we got to keep fighting.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Watson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a 2nd and 2. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Pass incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Here's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. Touchdown, Browns! Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns get a bit closer.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The offense on 3rd down tonight can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Let's play now, baby. Let's play. I bet you want it, boys.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us. Let's go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And that one behind his receiver and incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. His throw incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Watson now to throw. Being chased out left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw is Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New York's offense back out there and set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, Rodgers finding Hardman here over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Second and a couple. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Rodgers going to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was the veteran Dalvin Cook who took center stage in that first half. he chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Peoples-Jones returning. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. Now it's Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Aaron Rodgers, he can still maneuver. 35 rushing touchdowns in his career with Green Bay. Partner, I double-checked that stat. That's the right number. And even at his age, he knows when it's time to go, and he does it there for a touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Here's Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. To throw on 2nd is Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 15-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And Cook has it left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing is Rodgers. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Caught Wilson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's got to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down, they'll go right back to Cook, down to the 25. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Third and 5. Now Rodgers. This will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Zerline's kick is through, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Watson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He's got it to the 43 here.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This a 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. A quick throw there is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Cooper will go in motion. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off of play action, it's Watson. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quinnen Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Let's do it.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully end the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field and all the way down to the 33-yard line. 25 yards that time.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. This 2nd and 4. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Open man here is Conklin. Touchdown, Jets! Tyler Conklin, 27 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 1st downs.
Watson on 1st down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1. Watson now to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go.
Watson looks to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns get a bit closer.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll find his way in for 2, and we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. Wilson's got it complete. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Rodgers. Open man is Uzama. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on first, and that leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's out to Chubb, complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Now 2nd and 9. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Just settle down. We just got to be patient. It's one plus be baby.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. That one goes for 8 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Back to throw, Watson. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Quinnen Williams bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could. But let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
right?
Get
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's complete to Cobb. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there.
all the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A shotgun snap for Watson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On first down, Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air yet again, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. As time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.